Shalom. This week's Sedra is Sedrat Tetzaveh. Sedrat Tetzaveh opens with the command that there should be special made clothes for the Kohanim to wear. These garments play a special role, as is described in this week's Sedra. We find as we open this week's Sedra, God wrote, "You shall make sanctified garments for your brother Aaron for honor and for glory, and you shall speak to all the wise-hearted, whom I have filled with the spirit of wisdom, and they shall make Aaron's garments to sanctify him, so that he serve me as a Cohen. For Aaron's sons you shall make tunics and make them sashes. You shall make them high hats for honor and for glory. With these you shall clothe Aaron your brother and his sons along with him, and you shall anoint them and invest them with full authority and sanctify them, so they may serve me as Kohanim." In his commentary to these verses, Rashi answered the question what the phrase "to sanctify him" means. Rashi explained, and he wrote, to sanctify him means to initiate the Cohen into the kahuna through these garments, so that he would be a Cohen to Hashem. The expression of being a Cohen means service of God. While we can explain the purpose of the Cohen's clothing, it seems strange that an emphasis would be placed on something so superficial as clothing. An explanation can be found in a statement of Hillel's in Pirkei Avos. Hillel would extol his students to be of the disciples of Aaron, a lover of peace, a pursuer of peace, one who loves the creatures and draws them close to the Torah. Our sages tell of how Aaron would pursue peace, and he would show love to all and bring people close to the Torah. They've explained that when Aaron would pass a wicked man, he would greet him warmly. The next day, when the wicked man would want to engage in sin, he would think to himself, "Woe is to me! How will I be able to look at Aaron tomorrow when he greets me with love?" Others would think, "If only Aaron knew the hidden things in my heart and the evil of my deeds, he would not allow himself to look at me, let alone speak to me. Yet he considers me to be a fine person. Let me therefore make his words and thoughts to be true, and by changing my ways." Why did Aaron place such an emphasis on being peaceful to all? The Rambam explained that the role of the Kohanim. The Kohanim were set aside from the Leviim, and all the more so from regular Yisraelim, as a whole to perform the sacrificial service. It is a positive commandment to distinguish the Kohanim, make them sanctified, and prepare them for the offerings. Why did the Leviim, their tribe, not receive a portion in the inheritance of Eretz Yisrael and the spoils of war, just like their brethren? Because they were set aside to serve God and to instruct people at large in God's just paths and righteous judgments. The Kohanim played two primary roles among the Jewish people. First, they gave the offerings for the people, and second, they taught the Jewish people the Torah. Although one would think that serving the people would endear those to the ones they serve, the opposite, unfortunately, tends to be the truth. Kohanim constantly faced the ire of the people, and therefore they were given special clothes to reflect their honor and, most importantly, aim to create peace among the people. It was a necessary task of the Kohanim in order to make sure they got along with everybody, and everybody appreciated the role that they played, and especially what they stood for. It's a role that all of us, the Rambam writes, can take on ourselves, and something we should think about as ambassadors of God to the entire world, a light onto the nations. Shabbat Shalom.